Okay, we are streaming. Let's get to the test. Okay. It says I am streaming. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, it's working. Nice. Absolutely wonderful. Astonishing, it worked. After one computer restart later. Okay. Let's do that. Hello, Fernan. How you doing today? I hope you're having a good day. I'm doing a good day. Okay. Got stuff on my phone. Finna witness a stream. Yep. Now I'm gonna wait for some people to tune in, you guys. When we get to about 5 or more viewers, then I will, do my intro. Okay. So. Okay, we got 10 people watching. Hello, everybody. I am not Tom San. I am Chevrolet, his administrator or very good friend. I am here with someone I hold dearly and is an awesome guy. He is decently known. He is called the Conesus Founder. This is him right here.
Yeah, I am the, as you said, founder of the Conesus Initiative and its current leader. Yesterday we were watching this interesting video by Buttergoat, and today we are going to react to it.
Yeah. And before we start, pedophilia rumors. Disclaimer: there will be gore, not like actual gore, but like animated gore possibly. There will be cursing, possibly racist comments will be showed in the video. Trigger warning for racism, transphobia, all of that kind of stuff. Gore sucks. You shouldn't love gore. Anywho, we are going to be debunking their points. Obviously, via the name of the video. Before I do that, let me read this one ping. Someone's mad at me for for not doing a stream ping. Okay, this is what we're doing. We're going to start the video now. This is the disclaimer. I'm going to play it for about 5 seconds. Okay. By the way, this stream will be a longer one, just so you guys know.
You know, usually I don't have an interest in making commentary videos, nor do I ever really plan to. It's pretty obvious by the rest of my channel's content that I'm more of an art guy than anything, and I'd rather not involve myself with internet drama.
Well, obviously, you're not doing that.
Go on my way and give my own take on a certain topic, that being anti-furries. I'm sure that most of you know what an anti-furry is, but for those unaware, the simplest definition I can give is someone who actively opposes or dislikes the furry fandom. A group of people who consider themselves an enthusiast for animal characters with
decently true.
Now, granted, there are already some videos that talk about anti-furries, and while they're fine enough,
yes, I can turn the volume up.
I was never satisfied by them. It's mainly due to the fact that the majority of these videos don't really add much in terms of actual substance. These videos, and by extension the internet at large, often repeat the same lines when discussing anti-furries, usually with phrases such as anti-furries are cringe 12-year-olds, or anti-furries are furries in denial being the more popular ones.
A lot of anti-furry discussion videos are biased.
Yeah, because most of them are made by furries. And then when anti-furries make a discussion video about them, they're called racist, homophobic, transphobic, all that kind of stuff.
However,
and instead of focusing on fixing their own community's problems, they avoid them by just attacking those who actually want to spread light on it.
Right.
We're satisfied by them.
Someone asked if that is that a Mauser?
The majority of these videos don't really add much in terms of actual substance. These videos, and by extension the internet at large, often repeat the same lines when discussing anti-furries, usually with phrases such as anti-furries are cringe 12-year-olds, or anti-furries are furries in denial being the more popular ones. Now that is
indeed a C96 Mauser.
Say that these phrases aren't founded in a little bit of truth. However, I'd argue that saying these phrases are actually negative because it's just not an actual conversation that could and should happen.
Can you send the link to the Discord server? Yeah, sure.
Because recently I was recommended a video regarding an interview with an anti-furry. Usually I wouldn't think much of it, but I decided to watch out of curiosity. And while I was watching, I noticed something odd about it.
Who you are and kind of what you're about.
So, I am
Minnesota National Guard, and right now I am stationed in Fort Sill, about 3 weeks deep into my 13 Juliet training.
What the fuck? You're 18? I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty jarring to see
What do
somebody
they mean?
past high school
Is that
age still
surprising?
going on about being an anti-furry and taking it so seriously. But then again, it's his choice and opinion. Not that I really agree with it, but you do you, I guess.
Of course you
That
don't.
leads me to ask another question, though. Do other people take this anti-furry stuff seriously? So I decided to do something that was long overdue
I'm going to answer
seemingly
some questions. Could you perhaps run the voice chat? I'd prefer to keep this a two-person voice chat as of now. Maybe later.
nobody else has bothered with. Research into the anti-furry movement. And after several weeks of documenting and evidence gathering, it has led me to a very concerning conclusion. That being, I firmly believe that the anti-furry movement...
Oh, and this is Arconis, by the way. Someone saw this guy on Twitter. I'm permanently banned from it, though, unfortunately. Wait, no, is that Blue Sky or Twitter?
I was really happy to see this.
Yeah, I can...
It's Twitter.
Okay, then yeah, I'm permanently banned. Honestly, though, proud of you.
These are one of my older posters. It's not that good.
I mean,
at least he showed me.
Still pretty fucking cool, though. How'd I get banned from Twitter? I don't know. I don't know how I got banned from Twitter. Of course.
Furries. I do want to express that it's okay to not like furries, as you're free to have an opinion, but much of my...
You sure?
...to discover many cases of anti-furries supporting and endorsing racism, homophobia, transphobia, anti-Semitism, harassment, doxing, and one
What goes off... What does this guy consider harassment, though? That's the thing.
former member sharing the quote that LGBTQ are the modern-day Nazis. You know what? On second thought, I probably should have opened with that.
Are the worst. It's kind of funny to say that.
Yeah.
So let's go over this again. What even
Good
is
art.
Obviously has some bias.
Of course, yeah, go figure.
Furries. While that isn't entirely inaccurate, if you ask an anti-furry, apparently they'll give you a different answer. According to the anti-furry docs written by...
Let me explain it with Conistus right here. As a former anti-furry. The anti-furry movement is a movement to turn furries away from the devilish and degenerate cause that is that quote-unquote fandom, as the proof has been shown, and every fucking thing else that has been shown about that fandom, they want to turn people away and make them see the light.
Anti-furries.
Yeah, furry fandom advertises itself as a child-friendly community whilst showing NSFW in its media.
Yeah, of course, you know, the furry fandom was founded on pornographic comics, but they forget to mention that.
Child-friendly group, it would not have NSFW in the first place.
Of course, you're right. I mean, of course, everything, as Rule 34 states, there will be porn of it. However, when your community is founded on it, come on, man, really?
A group of individuals who seek to turn furries away from the furry community by making them see the wrong in the community that they may not have been aware of. They do this through various forms of media or interaction throughout the community.
They claim that they do not
Yep.
spread furries to the downfall.
This is true. This is true.
Yes,
This is true. This is true, and that is true.
If anti-furries ever bully a furry, it's that individual who is doing it. The movement does not aim to harass or bully any furries. It is to spread light on their issues in hopes of fixing it and making it a better place, safer for children.
Exactly.
Help them see the wrong in what they're getting into and show them a brighter future. They also express that the anti-furry group is not political, but rather they follow the same characteristics of a social movement with a common goal.
Movement of politics.
I see you trolling.
Because all of the characteristics of a
Rest
social
in
movement.
peace.
However, its goals are not related to politics. Still, opponents of anti-furries associate them with far-right ideologies, like Nazism. Evidence usually consists of bringing up examples of anything far-right related, made by anti-furries.
It's a pretty standard description which expresses that the group has well-meaning intentions, and if this were the case, frankly, not many people should really care about anti-furries that much. Although the thing is, I don't agree with that definition. like, at all.
Let me go ahead and prove this wrong. A movement itself, the anti-furry movement, is not itself political. Never was itself based. Exactly. It was never based on one singular political ideology. It was. Now, of course, anti-furries.
A lot of us are right wing.
Right.
But it's not the actual cause.
Right.
It's not our right.
Like when I was right wing. I still am right wing. However, the movement was never right wing only, left wing only, none of that.
Yeah, especially with the not
Also, I want to add something really quick. So, a movement is a cause in which contains multiple subgroups. So, a movement is not an organization with a solid value. There are subgroups to support that movement, and each subgroup has its own values. So, it depends on the subgroup whether or not they want to be political. My group is right-wing, it's Christian, and it's traditionalist. So my group is political, but some other subgroups might not be political. It depends on the group itself.
Yep.
Research.
You see, this guy speaks nothing but the truth and only the truth. And also, I don't know why my Siri just turned on.
Undeniable that
I try my best.
There are some political undertones
Well, you do good
in
at
the
it.
anti-furry movement. Now, in light of the recent election, I should emphasize that I'm going to try to stay away from talking too much about politics, as first and foremost, this is a video about anti-furries.
Yeah, it's a lot of drama.
Here is that I just find it weird that anti-furries will claim to be non-political or neutral, but I have seen several examples that refute this narrative. We of course have the rampant homophobia, transphobia, and racism, which I'll be sure to show a few examples.
Like I said, the movement itself is not political. The people itself usually are.
Yeah. And the thing is, we don't encourage or want neo-Nazis in our movement. If there are neo-Nazis, we don't want them here. But the thing is, with movements, anyone can self-identify as a member or a supporter. So we can't control who enters our movement or who supports us. It's just them.
Yep. By the way, I am listening completely. I'm also looking at comments at the same time we do this, by the way, guys. If it seems like I'm giving half-assed answers to what Constance says, I'm not. I'm listening. Let me reply to one thing. Can we agree that...
Could you send me the stream link so I could read what they're saying as well?
Yes, of course. Not all furries are bad, no, but most are. Most furries itself are bad.
Most of them watch YIF a few times every week.
Been proven.
So it's evident that they have attraction to these things.
Right.
Best. What'd you like more?
West London stabbing.
Capture the flag.
Oh my god, this is actually really funny though.
Flag taken.
Flag taken.
Anti-furries have also insinuated that those in the LGBT are pedophiles, a common conspiracy found in the far right, according to Wikipedia.
It's been proven that a lot of them are.
And most interestingly enough, sharing expressed joy at anybody who potentially committed suicide the same day while celebrating the victory of the Republican candidate Donald Trump, the winner of the 2024 US presidential election. Of course, these are just a few examples, as I have found much more, but after a while, I'll be repeating myself. You can argue that I'm picking out the bad apples, since I'm not too familiar with the community. It's not like 95% of them are homophobes. Well, I'll be damned. Look, do I seriously believe that 95% of anti-furries are homophobic? Yeah, but realistically...
Okay, now let's pause this here. CEO of trolling right there. He's not an anti-furry anymore. So your point on him is automatically taken out. Because, I mean, it's just, it's false.
This is an old video, though.
Oh, yeah.
This was before he was retired.
Yeah, because he's, well, retired and retarded.
But still, he is retired, so yeah.
Yeah, so the points itself are irrelevant.
However, judging from the statement alone, it's only a fair assumption that the majority of anti-furries are homophobic. Which, looking back at it, does make a little bit of sense. After all,
We don't target. Okay, we don't target people's genders or whatever the fuck you want to call it. However, we target the community itself. And just because it is an LGB, just because it's the alphabet of fucking genders, doesn't mean we target that itself. We target the community. Oh, well, I say we, but you guys see what I mean.
The community has a lot of issues involving pedophilia,
Right.
public nudity. It's disgusting, and you can say we're homophobic. You can say that we're against your gender or whatever, but it does not put these issues out of existence. They're still valid problems that we should fix.
Yep.
Just because they're gay doesn't make the problems not important. We should fix them because the LGBTQ claims that it's age-friendly, but their actions and their problems don't align with that claim.
Right. Now, someone in here said, "At furry Uncle Ruckus." It's fucking binary though. I know what LGBTQ stands for. I refuse to give the rest any
ABC.
hearsay. Yeah, the ABC people. I refuse to give the others any hearsay.
the furry community is known for being very pro-LGBT.
T and Q are literally just different levels of gay.
It would only make sense that
They're both stupid.
Opposing them would be openly homophobic. Probably doesn't help the fact that some of the phrases that anti-furries say sound eerily similar to other homophobic slurs and stereotypes.
Where you going, fatty? We gonna have a party.
I've seen this one.
Not all of them are pedophiles, but there have been cases.
No, yeah, you're right. And look at the stats too.
Now, I'm not saying that being a furry is
Hot take, sex and gender are the same.
merely there's an overlap between the two. Furthermore,
Only just hot take, sex and gender are both the same. Yeah, the guy that made that tortured his son into committing suicide with his other son. Just so you know.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a true story. I have the link to prove it.
That's wild.
bad person in general. Well, what I am saying is all these phrases, when put into the context of previous things that anti-furries has also shown and said, gives off the feeling that identifying yourself as an anti-furry is just a sweet way to shield aggressive homophobia, along with a variety of other things. I should probably address the elephant in the room that many might have noticed.
Oh boy, here we go.
Or more specifically, the fact that at a first glance, you might mistake it for another flag founded in the 1920s.
Yep,
To
that
be
video.
honest, I cannot blame you.
Okay.
With the color scheme
Let me try pausing this. Okay. So, if our flag is red, white, and black, our
The Antifa flag is
about to say,
also red, white, and black.
our Antifa's Nazis. That point is.
They have the same color scheme.
What are twinks? Twinks are, I think, small boys that act feminine or something like that. But yeah, we're gonna call Antifa Nazis because their flag is red, white, and black. No, you can't call someone a Nazi just because of what color the flag is. Because the red, white, and black has been used in so many flags. If I'm correct, it's like something to antagonize people or not make fear. There's something with it. Watch red, white, and black. All right, and not every anti-furry flag is red, white, and black. Others are red.
Similarities. They like to compare flags and symbols with Nazi symbols because they want to dehumanize them to justify harassing them and attacking them and threatening them. They like to put labels onto people, which is ironic because they say they don't like it when they get called gays. They don't like it when they get called faggots and all of these names.
Right.
And that's what they do to us. So it's very ironic and funny to a point.
Right. Hold on. Someone texted me. I'm responding to something. Okay. I lost my train of thought. But no, anti-furries are not Nazis. Like 10% of us are, and the only reason is because like 10% of us are young kids that are fucking retarded. If that isn't obvious, excuse me.
We need to fix this, bro.
Yeah.
It's not looking good for us.
Dude, everyone here can agree that ORAC. I don't know what that is.
There's a lot of
Do it. You go.
there's a lot of people in the movement who are actually educated and based, but then there's some 10-year-old neo-Nazis which post a lot of media and shock content which it degrades our reputation and it led to our downfall.
Right.
So right now we're trying to fix our reputation.
Also, are we going to call the Egyptians Nazis? Because look at this, the Egyptian flag. Oh, it's red, white, and black. Oh God, are we going to call them Nazis?
Yeah.
Alright, let's unpause the video. I bet you guys are getting bored.
More in the middle of a white circle, it does to extent looks like
Endo, not as
now,
of
I
the
do wanna make
second.
a different take on the topic, as I'm certainly not the first to point out this similarity, and definitely won't be the last. I do.
Let me go back.
In 20s. To be honest, I cannot blame you, as with the color scheme and the black symbol in the middle of a white circle, it does to extent looks like a Nazi flag.
Dear God, guys. Guess what? Antifa's flag is red, black, and white with the same scheme. Oh no, guys! Oh no!
Now, I do want to make a different take on the topic, as
Also, like almost no one uses this flag. Almost no one uses that flag. Almost no one uses that flag. The only ones that are commonly used is this and that.
You search for anti-furry flags on Google, just assumes that we use it.
Right.
Max.
Also, are we gonna call the Egyptians Nazis? Because let's just flip this flag over real quick and add an eagle.
I mean, if we're liberal, yeah, sure. Let's just call everyone Nazis.
Oh.
Everyone that we disagree with, they're just Nazis. Punch Nazis, right? Kill Nazis.
Conasus, you're a Nazi. You're a Nazi, Conasus. I can't believe you.
Oh, no.
You're a terrible person.
and definitely won't be the last. I do believe that while the flag may look like a Nazi flag, that alone isn't enough to say that anti-furries support
Yes, this is exactly true.
actual Nazis. It's admittedly a weak point. If this were the case, the same could be said about anthropomorphic animals.
Basically furry. That's just anime.
They're all furries, man.
Look similar to animals.
I would
Doesn't
not
mean
consider
they're
this a furry. I just consider this degenerate anime shit. But everything else, yes.
Yeah.
Animals. That's why it's important to consider extra context, as I have found many things that make all this anti-furry stuff seem a little bit shady. For starters, it doesn't help that according to the anti-furry docs, previous anti-furry movements have gone into, quote, Nazi-induced madness. There's also another statistic in the anti-furry docs that
Very
state
small
that 18%
ones.
of anti-furries have shown signs of being Nazis. However, I have my doubts about this statistic, as
Hey Siri, how many anti-furries are there in the world? Not anti-furries. Hold on.
I think there's,
How many?
We can't really estimate a number, because we can't do, like, surveys, but I would assume probably, like, at least in the thousands.
More, way more. How many anti-furries are there?
Probably more.
Not anti-furries. Oh my god. Hold on. $175,000 members. 175,000 divided by 18. It's 9,722. 9,722 out of 175. What percentage is that? I'm retarded. Hold on. What percentage of 175,000 is 9,277? I think I got that wrong. But if I'm doing some reverse math, hold on. Give me a second, guys. What is 18% of 175,000? That's 31,000. Not that many people. If we're gonna look at the let's just go with First Science, because I know that's a trustable site. It said,
So, while you're calculating, I just want to add something. You know how he says that a lot of anti-furries are right-wing, which I do agree with, Why would a leftist join the anti-furry movement? The anti-furry movement fixes problems in the LGBTQ and furry fandom, which therefore makes it look bad by spreading light onto their issues, because obviously spreading light onto issues makes the community look worse than it might look for them.
Mm-hmm.
So if a leftist were to join the anti-furry movement, they would be going against their own groups and their own people. It doesn't make sense for a leftist to join.
Exactly.
Obviously, we're going to be mainly right-wing, because we're going against these groups and trying to fix their members and their problems within it.
Preach, brother. How do you stream? Oh, nice. Consistent.
I don't have a script or anything, so I'm sorry if I stutter.
No,
I'm
you're
just
good.
saying what I have on my mind.
You're fine.
By a self-review by, would you guess it, an anti-furry. Their method being looking at 100 channels using the term anti-furry, and just solely based off the YouTube thumbnails.
By the way, how many times have you streamed on this channel? Like in total?
Hold, please. Let me check real quick for you if my internet does not kill it off itself.
Yeah, that's fine. Take your time.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 24, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, about 46 to 47 times. I swear to God, if I hear 6, 7 references, I'm gonna shut this damn stream down, by the way.
Yeah.
25 people though now. Nice. Okay. Back to debunking this little fucking retard.
It should be noted that they more than likely did not account for channels that don't.
I'm chewing on gum if I sound stupid, by the way.
name,
I'm chewing on gum.
But still are present within the anti-furry movement. As I was able to find several anti-furry channels that have content that I would deem as being signs of Nazis.
That is not signs of Nazism. That's fucking communism. He's saying communism is wrong. Yes, guys. Communism is wrong. You're a Nazi! Oh my God, he's a Nazi! No. No. It doesn't work like that.
At the very least.
And also, apparently even mentioning the Jews is just Nazism too, I guess.
I guess. But God forbid.
Nazism present in the anti-furry movement, such as with the subreddit known as Anti-Furry Appearing.
Hello, Springy.
A subreddit that was banned for hate speech. Before the ban, a lot of their users took a test known as a hate values test back in late 2024, which is roughly a few months ago as I'm recording. This test is actually a good way to gauge anti-furries' beliefs, mainly due to the fact that they were most likely taking this test honestly, since they didn't have the knowledge that they were being.
Oh, it reminds me, guys. We may have another. I may have another collab set up with another anti-furry YouTuber. It's not going to be debating or anything like that, but you guys are gonna. I think you guys are gonna like it.
That's outside their social circle. Many others results show that anti-furries are homophobic, go figure, but some other results show signs of anti-furries being anti-Semitic to varying degrees. Some results have anti-furries being a little bit over 50% anti-Semitic, while others received a near perfect 100%. Just for context of what the questions on the test look like, this is the first one.
No.
And there's over 200 of these.
No.
We also discuss the frequent use of armbands in the movement. Now,
Antifa uses armbands. Let's just search up fucking Antifa.
Armbands are not only specific to Nazis. Armbands have been used as a symbol of identification and affiliation way before Nazis existed.
Let's just find one.
It's funny to see how they accuse us of being Nazis through using this logic, because you could apply to anything. You could say anything is Nazism, anything is communism. It's so funny.
Exactly. Hey, Chevy, 101. The furry we're watching, he's a furry, if that wasn't obvious.
Buttergoat.
Buttergoat 2 is his username. That's CEO of trolling, if I'm correct.
Granted, military armbands aren't exclusive to Nazis, but with everything previously mentioned, you can kind of tell what anti-furries are going for. Now, you could attempt to argue that these are all coincidences. However, and I cannot stress this enough, it's not a
Oh,
good
by the
look
way, guys, I'm chewing on gum. If you guys hear me chewing on gum, I'll spit it out. Alright, thank you.
when your movement actively welcomes and engages with a neo-Nazi, their name
1.48 thousand subscribers. Not many.
I'm not even calling people names at this point. This guy is a full-on neo-Nazi, as in, he reposts racist rhetoric frequently.
Again, there are 10-year-old neo-Nazis that are ruining our reputation.
Exactly.
We don't want them here.
Exactly.
We don't want them here. We don't want them in our group posting
Preach.
anti-furry things when we're not proud of them being in here.
Preach, brother, preach.
It's a movement. Anyone can self-identify.
Well aware of his
The beginner did. I know this guy. I've talked to him before.
apparent hatred towards Jews, and he allegedly has neo-Nazi.
Erwin is not an anti-furry. I will debunk this right now. Erwin is a neo-Nazi femboy furry. Not an anti-furry. Femboy furry. 10 out of 10 rage bait, little bro. If this guy's talking to me, I'm about to go to fucking college, so good luck calling me a little bro. Consus here is not a fucking little bro either, just so you know. So yeah. See you in college, motherfucker.
Nazi equipment. If that doesn't
Not an anti-furry.
convince you that he's a neo-Nazi, then I don't know what will.
Erwin is despised by me and by so many anti-furries because he is a furry femboy neo-Nazi that has sent explicit photos of himself to other people.
Aside from him saying that he's a neo-Nazi flat out. Oh, wait a minute. He did say that in a response to a Ruben Sin post from his now terminated Twitter account. I'll give you a guess why it was deleted.
There's like two types of anti-furries. The good ones like Conosis, and then the fucking bad ones, or young ones.
The uninformed and immature ones.
Excuse me, by the way, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Real talk, if you seriously think that a self-admitted neo-Nazi is your friend and you actively support him by
Handcuff official is not a neo-Nazi. I've talked to this dude. Not a neo-Nazi. What voice crack? Not a neo-Nazi. He is an anti-communist. We don't like communism. Not a neo-Nazi.
Just because you don't like communism doesn't mean you're a fascist.
Exactly.
comment on his post and subscribe to him, you really don't have room to talk about morals.
Not a Nazi salute, but I can see it.
With everything I just said, I honestly can't see
My heart goes out to you.
a quote-unquote good guy.
My heart goes out to you all. Proceeds to do a Roman salute. That is the worst thing he could have chosen, but he still was not a Nazi salute.
But who knows? Maybe
He could have waved his hand, but instead he extended it just full on.
Yep. I'm just reading. Okay, no extra comments. Okay.
It's all ironic, and it's not like that. Regardless, I think that's the general gist of anti-furries. Now, I'm going to move on to
You sure?
specific problems in the anti-furry movement that I was able to find and try to break it down nice and easy. I'm going to label
Good for you.
sections by creator
Good for
names
you,
that I feel like
in
encapsulate the
Enco.
worst aspects of these problems. That isn't to say that they're the only perpetrators of these behaviors. Rather, I feel like they're the best examples
I like water
to
too.
use to talk about these
I
problems.
like water
as a
too,
whole.
Consus. By the way, CEO of Trolling is no longer an anti-furry, so we can skip this. We can skip.
I mean,
You know,
he still semi-supports it, but he's not, like, extremely involved anymore.
right. But I think we should.
Commented on one of my videos recently.
Hello Guy 7 and CEO of Trolling are not anti-furries anymore, so we can
Yeah, they're
skip
gone
that.
now.
If you guys would like me to make another video on that itself, I will.
One thing that many people take for granted on the internet is being anonymous. Realistically, you can
I don't know if
practically say
Tom's
and do
mentioned.
nearly anything you want, and you'll rarely get any long-term consequences. This can either be a blessing or a curse depending on who you ask, but
I
for
love
the most part,
monarchism.
it's generally accepted fact on the internet.
Hold on.
So when that's taken away from you and instead replaced with a giant spotlight, it's almost like a nasty fourth wall break. It probably only gets worse if that spotlight didn't go away and people began to stalk you, tracking your every movement, every word, to the point where they work publicly to dox your location, leak private conversations, and print out photos of your real face, and contact your family and friends. I think you can see where I'm going with this.
And pretty much the entire anti-furry movement. Conasis, have you ever doxed someone?
No.
Me, a former anti-furry, have I ever doxed someone? No. No, I have not. Tom, has he doxed anyone? No. Has anyone in my server doxed anyone? No. I'm sorry, but your point is irrelevant, kind sir. You're just retarded with an R. That's Cars with a K. How biased is this guy? Yes.
Channel has been removed from YouTube a while back, which might be why he left the internet as a personal theory. From what I could gather, Hyperportions isn't too different from previous anti-furries I spoke about, with him being non-political and homophobic. It's nothing really new there, and I will just skip over him. However, one thing about Hyperportions that separates him from other anti-furries is he's one of those anti-furries that takes things to the extreme. How extreme, you may ask? Try stalking someone's
Animation is me thing. I don't know what about you here, but you should definitely watch this whole live stream. He looks like our brother on a very, very bad day. And if my brother was fatter. I'm gonna go lean on my balcony and spit my gum out.
Hyperportion wasn't the only persons behind the actions I'll be talking about. Rather, he was just a large contributor to it. This was a joint effort made by nearly everybody in the anti-furry movement, as far as I can tell.
No! No! What are you talking about?
10-year-old Australian furry, from what I can tell. He previously had negative history with anti-furries. I don't need to explain first. From what I can gather, the origins of the
first stream though, thank you.
Christopher made a video regarding another anti-furry YouTuber known as Meepios, in which he criticized them by saying that making gore videos of killing furries were childish.
It is, question mark.
On Meepios' channel by mass reporting because one of their videos had a homophobic slur in it. Now, technically saying slurs as well as graphic content as seen as Meepios' video is against YouTube.
Oh, whoa, what the fuck, hold on, what the fuck? Yo, no, yo, look at the background, let's go back a few seconds.
Wait, what?
What the fuck is in the back? Look at this.
YouTuber known as Meepios.
Oh yeah. I see it.
Were childish. He then proceeded to lead to the
Hold,
termination
please.
of Meepios' channel by mass reporting because one of their videos had a homophobic slur in it.
Did he use furry porn as the background?
I hope to God not.
Meepios' video
Nah!
Yeah.
Nah!
Yo.
No, what the hell? Nah! That is porn as the background. Why would you show that? Why? Why in God's great green earth would you show that as the background, dude? Dude, what are you trying to do? Oh my God. Oh man, I feel like I'm gonna get sick, man.
Against YouTube guidelines.
Jesus.
However, I will say that
oh my God, that's fucking nasty, dude. That
That
is nasty.
The only exception being if they're posting stuff like beheading videos or something.
Ugh. Makes me sick to look at. What the fuck is this background? Hold on. I'm pretty sure the other background too. What the fuck was that?
I've seen much worse from other content creators. This is my personal opinion, and I do think that this was frankly
For the only thing the video creator PC.
Necessarily on Christopher's part.
Seriously though, what the hell?
That said,
I would love to debate this guy. I would absolutely love to debate this guy. I'd fucking smoke him.
To retaliate in defense of Meepios. At first, it was just a standard harassment, mean comments, and response videos, which is nothing really special, if not annoying. However, it seemed to escalate a bit after an anti-furry went into his Discord and essentially
what the hell?
Releasing an embarrassing photo of himself, sharing it on.
Ew. bro, that shit is not tough. That shit is not tough.
Line. I can't say the photo is flattering, even.
That is not tough, bro. What the hell? That makes me want to. That makes me want to take my Mosin fucking Nagat to the back of my skull.
Christopher O is aware of it as he wanted.
Imagine just walking down the street and seeing this motherfucker.
Oh god, man. I'd record him saying, yeah, so this is what our world has turned to. What the fuck are we doing? Stage 1 is pure denial. Ferb says, will confirm. I'm a furry. I work with anti-furries. I am an anti-furry sympathizer. Why, you may ask? Because of this bullshit right here that this guy does. For the exact same reason that it's right in front of your fucking face. How do you not see it, kind sir? How do you not see it? It's right here, right here.
Started to grow more and more when Anti-Furries found out that Christopher used to, quote-unquote, used to go to plants.
Oh,
of course,
God.
when I say plants, I'm talking about the characters in the Plants vs. Zombies franchise. And this is where I started losing these guys because, I'm going to be honest with you.
Bro, what the fuck?
I'm kinda
nah, can we just be normal and fucking beat our shit like Latinas or something? That's a joke, by the way. That is a joke. That is a complete joke. Some fucking faggots are gonna be on my ass for saying that. But that is a complete joke.
Beat your shit. If you beat your shit,
for the love of God,
beat your shit to something normal.
Don't be fucking degenerate like this guy is.
Anything but people.
Swear!
Shit to anything but people.
Sorry, it's Salo. Same thing happened to me at Salo. Actually, just this year. How surprising. Who are furries, Christian?
much and to hold it against him. Christopher was like 13 and 14 at the time, generally being their age around puberty.
That's fucking still degenerative as shit, man.
But to be brief, it's not that uncommon for the majority of teens during puberty to be hormonal due to the changes that they go through. I'm not saying that Christopher did wasn't cringe or he should be looking at porn.
Then why are you not saying that? If you don't think he should be looking at porn, then why don't you say, I don't think this guy should be looking at porn. I think he should change his ways and not do that. But of course he's not going to do that, you know why? Obvious reasons, guys. Look at it for yourself. My point is being proven right here.
Not against him when it's pretty standard for teens to be horny at times. That said, to call him a dendrophile, they called him a plantophile, but
what the fuck is a dendrophile? What is a dendrophile?
I want to search it up.
Yeah, let's figure out what a dendrophile is.
I'm kind of curious too.
Oh, okay. Okay. Could the furry fandom be considered a cult? I would not consider it a cult, but I would consider it a fetish. LGBT, or LGB, is a cult.
Kind of gave me a different narrative since I thought he was actually watering real plants. So you can only imagine my absolute confusion when they began to suggest that he was just a straight-up pedophile.
I think LGBTQ is a worldwide cult because you see those protests, they don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're even trying to fight for.
You mean the riots?
When you ask them, what is a woman? They say, you're a Nazi, and they can't answer the stupid, simple question.
Let me actually correct you on that. What is a woman?
Just blind indoctrination, blind following of values you don't understand.
Yeah, I'm no furry myself, and I'm a Christian, but you're acting like all furries are bad. No, it's just these weirdos who do weird shit. Some people like to dress up in cosplay. I have friends who are furries. None of them act like that. Well, good for fucking you, kind sir. I'm very happy for you. However, when you look at all the statistics, the cons that those very nice words go to, and shit like that, well, then you're proven wrong. Because if you look at the fucking stats, kind sir, then you'll see what is wrong.
I think being a furry is basically a fetish because not everyone will obviously watch it, but you see the statistics, 90% or even more of that watch YIF on a daily basis or few times every week. So if they didn't have it as a fetish, they wouldn't watch it at all. Since they're watching it regularly, not even sometimes, but at an average, consistent pace, then yes, it is a fetish. Why would they watch it in the first place?
Someone said, I'm insufferable. I'm actually very insufferable. I'm just the worst person in the world. I'm such a terrible person, guys. Oh no, someone come hunt me down.
A community that's child-friendly, supposedly.
Exactly.
Pedophilia and zoophilia and sexual material. We're so bad.
Terrible.
We're the worst people in the world.
Show me the stats. FirstScience.com/zoophilia/pedophilia. That should give you the stats. The bag gets pushed to the front, making it look.
It's their own information, so it is biased, but it still shows the same points that we're trying to say and spread light
on. Hold on. The bag gets pushed to the front, making it look mostly bad. No, the bad is just shown as of Anti-Furries. He's showing the bad of Anti-Furries. Why? Because that's what you need to look at. That's what they gotta have you to look at for you to hate something, man. It's common fucking sense.
You notice how every exposing Anti-furry video you see, instead of fixing their community's problems, they try to avoid the accusations they get, and they try to insult the people who actually want to fix their community.
Right.
That shows that they might even support this behavior, support this material. Instead of spreading light onto the issues of their community, they choose to spread negative light on those who wish to help them.
Yeah. It's Cello and Eco. Thank you guys. You guys are great fucking people. Now, I met 6 furries. This is the second time. I'm proud of myself. Good for you. I don't think all furries are bad. I've never said all furries are bad. Now, if you guys look down in Tom's posts, I said something along the lines of all furries are zoophiles or something like that. That was I technically did that with satire in mind. However, I had reasons for that. Let's see, can you pull up stats right now? I'm not going to do that right now, but maybe later in the comments I'll pin a doc I'm working on that has some of the proof on it. Or if you want, you can just search it up. It's pretty easy. Chevy's dead-ass based. I try to be. I don't want to be super, how do I say this? I don't want to be really much of a, what are they fucking called? Hold on, give me a damn second. Not nationalist. Yeah, you get what I mean. Okay. Let's just continue on. Okay. This one's kind of fucking funny though.
Trust me, I've
Crimson had a right to take his video down.
Real plants. So you can only imagine my absolute confusion when they began to suggest that he was just a straight up pedophile.
Yeah, it is pretty funny that he makes a 2-hour video.
It is. Okay, Crimson had a right to take his video down. It's his likeliness you're using it to mock him. No, he never had a right to take the video down. In fact, that is illegal. If I'm correct, you can be charged with a felony for doing that because it is very illegal. I should post about it. Exactly. And it's also not illegal. It will not be considered harassment or anything like that. Because it's satire. He doesn't want people using his physical likeness to mock him. So he has the right to take the video down. Absolutely false. No, you can't do that. That is illegal. I have had one person take 2 of my videos down. I have threatened to sue them. That is one of my former buddies, Selvius. Still great dude. We're friends again. He's a good dude. I don't hate him for it. I forgave him. However, no, that is illegal. And yes, I have reviewed the community guidelines for YouTube and legal shit for that exact reason. Don't worry. You have good points. Don't get me wrong. Besides my friends, most I mean are just weird and good. Yes, exactly. That's my point. I don't try to lie when I say this stuff. How do I get my sources, you may ask? I get my sources from, well, YouTube, stats from Insights, Google. You guys can say Google AI is very wrong. However, this guy uses Google AI when he searches up how many furries are heterosexual, which I have used. It's like 10 to 15% or some really low things like that. By the way, for anyone that doesn't know, heterosexual just means that you're straight. I'm heterosexual, not homosexual, heterosexual. Most community stuff. Most communities have crazy and weird people. Yes, but no community is founded and ran on it like the furry community. You must really hate us. Yeah, probably.
I feel like the furry fandom is just a justification of having a fetish at this point.
Exactly.
It's not really art or anything.
But, yes.
And a lot of their art is suggestive.
Damn right, brother. Preach. But yes, he's not wrong. In fact, I have a whole evidence channel in here. I'm not going to show it because it could be a breach of YouTube's TOS for showing it, since it is. Of course, it's all blurred and all. But, you know, maybe YouTube will fuck me in the ass again. That's not, like, that's a complete joke, by the way, guys. I use that stuff as a joke. Yeah, I don't want to take another chance, because I think next time Tom's channel gets striked, the channel goes bye-bye. But yes, in baseline, this is illegal. He cannot take the video down just because he's making a satire joke. That is illegal.
Trust me, I've been looking everywhere for evidence of this to see if this claim is true or not, because it just seems to come out of nowhere. I'm 100% sure this would have been recorded or at least reposted somewhere, but I can't
Depends on the person. Depends on the community.
This, so I can only assume that this accusation is false. Falsely calling anybody a pedophile, especially a kid.
For the third time. Good! I'm friends with some furries too. Coalfire, which has been in a stream. Average American Maine, which has been in a stream. A couple others, which I think have been in some streams. Good for you.
His life in the long run. Not to mention, it's extremely ironic since anti-furries will whine about.
He means it for the third time because he said it 3 times.
Every sort of word to other people, whether that be degenerate, gooner, zoophile, dendrophile, pedophile, and any other slur in the book. But speaking of ruining lives, this harassment soon evolved to straight up criminal behavior, especially when somebody began to dox Christopher's.
Yeah, that's illegal. That right there, that is completely illegal. Hold on. Yo, he didn't even... Wow, that voice cracked. Yo, he didn't even blur it all the way. You just did a little straight line. Yo, nah.
Real house location. Obviously, I'm gonna blur the video.
I have talked to both of these people. Anton Drakov is a fucking idiot. I will say that right now. He is a fucking idiot. I used to look up to him. But no, Anton Drakonov is, for the third time, a fucking idiot. Iraqi Anti-Furry, he's weird. He's kind of weird. First, I guess thank you for clarification on my system. What is Buttergurt yapping about? He's yapping about stupid shit that I don't know nothing about.
In the video, they say
let the adults handle it.
Is because of this. 1, he tried to make Anti-Furries look bad by making an alternative account, which, trust me, he doesn't need to do that. 2, he watches Plants vs. Zombie Rule 34, which isn't about...
That is insane. That's very weird.
Valid reason to dox somebody,
Yeah.
assuming that there is a valid reason to dox someone. 3, apparently there's another claim that he has pedophiles in his server.
That's fucked up. Silo X of you know, Silo Conosis. Silo X actually allowed a pedophile on a server that I have talked to before. I stopped talking to him once I realized he was a fucking pedophile.
Did he remove him?
No, I don't think so.
Did he remove him?
I don't think so, no. The same guy also drew porn of me. He drew porn of me, supposedly. I don't know that. I haven't seen it.
Yo.
But he supposedly drew porn of me, I've been told. He's drawn porn of CEO trolling.
Sexualize everything.
Exactly! Nah, but like, how the hell did he draw porn of a car? he drew a quote-unquote persona. I know that.
Milo and CEO trolling have been sexualized by furries in an attempt to get back at them, because, you know, they're obviously criticizing their fandom. So
Yes.
the only thing they know how to do is sexualize.
Yes.
And the thing
You're
is,
mad at someone.
Silo and CEO of trolling could be minors. So they're drawing child pornography.
Silo is a minor, I know that, and CEO of Trolling, if I'm correct, is a minor too. But yes.
Well, they're sexualizing minors.
I'm mad at this dude, so I'm gonna draw pornography of this guy.
Yeah.
So I'm so mad at him. And there goes my knife. Where's my knife? There it is. What the fuck was that? I was picking my knife up, I didn't see that. Boy who cries wolf way. Yes, but however, if he's refusing to ban people like that off his server, you should go after the owner too.
If you are actively protecting pedophilia
and knowing about it,
what do you think about them? Does that mean he supports them? Because that's the type of action that would make people assume that he supports pedophilia.
Exactly. Real talk, I don't know.
He's in Argatha, bro.
I'm only defending. Yes, defending a pedophile supporter and defending someone who's jerked off to fucking plant porn. That's very understandable. Why is a 12-year-old Discord?
He's only doing it because he's a furry. If he was an anti-furry, he would make a whole 2-hour exposure video on him.
Why is a 12-year-old on Discord? Are we not going to talk about that? If you're talking about me, brother, I am not fucking 12. I don't fear showing my face anymore because I did that in a post. But let's just see. Let's go up, 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 up and up and up and up and up. I gotta find it. Yes, definitely 12. Definitely 12. 100% 12. 100%. I'm definitely 12. Let's that. There you go. Hope not me.
Lastly, 4, he drew Grower of Anti-Furries, which, why do they honestly care?
Because that's fucking stupid, but when we draw... Okay, hold on, let's prove this motherfucker wrong another time. So, it's okay if he draws porn of us, we shouldn't care. Or not porn, gore of us, and we shouldn't care. But, when we draw gore of furries... Oh god! Oh, it's so terrible! Oh no! Oh, I can't believe it! Are you fucking stupid, man? I don't like dissing people like this, but... Are you fucking stupid? There's a possibility.
Other than trying to justify their actions, since Anti-Furries
you don't even sound 12. Okay, good.
So to get cold
bro looks like 18. I look like I'm in my 30s with glasses on.
Hey, what's up, guys? Molly on 380s back on YouTube.
I think you can skip this part since it's just him doxing.
Yeah, that's good.
And it's pretty long too.
Many anti-furry memes.
Yeah, let's go.
With sometimes wishing violence against them. Also should mention that the person
satire. Obviously satire. I feel this guy looks like someone named Stassi. What a fucking weirdo. But nah, I don't like the state. He's kind of fucking weird.
The harassment doesn't stop there, as Hyperportions went further by printing out Christopher's photo, which isn't creepy or weird.
Are you stupid? There's so many reasons you could print out a photo. So many reasons. He's probably printing it out to fucking burn it. Are you stupid? Okay.
character at all. He
Albert
also
fucking
proceeded to
Einstein
document
over
where
here.
the school Christopher went to and his name, causing the harassment to move from offline to online. By the way, I should have mentioned this earlier, but did you know that Christopher had a boyfriend at the time, their name being Asher? Now, here's the thing, I've been receiving differing stories
It's an
about this
online one, too.
relationship, specifically regarding the age gap that makes me a bit iffy on it. From what I heard, the age gap was either 2 years between a 15 and 17-year-old or 3 years between a 14 and 17. I'm going to go
That's
with 2
fucking
years
creepy.
based off of this comment, so it's their words.
It's still a large age gap.
Exactly.
Because he's one year from being an adult.
It's a large
2 years from being an adult.
It's a large age gap for a minor. All right. If you're an adult, sure, why not? But if you're 17 and dating a 14-year-old or a 15-year-old, dude, what are you doing, man? Just come down there.
Even though they're still a minor, will they still be attracted to the 14-year-old as they grow older?
Exactly.
And that makes them a pedophile.
Does exclamation point
if a minor
TTS.
is attracted to a minor, and there's a large age gap, that makes you creepy. Makes you weird.
I got banned from calculator. How the fuck do you? Okay. Yeah.
Azure is a groomer and a pedophile of sorts. Azure being 17 years old. To clarify, a 2 years age difference isn't enough to make you a pedophile, since it has to be a 5 years age difference. So.
You're not. Also, I will say this: you're not a pedophile unless you're an adult. That is the meaning of it. Oh, he sent me a bad picture of my face. But the meaning of pedophile is an adult that's attracting kids. Question just said, or too freaky. You're fine. See ya, cool kid.
Yeah, no. The grooming allegation, however, could possibly be true, as there were ERP chats between the two.
Oh, hell nah. What?
And as they reposted them publicly,
bro.
Posts, but
No. That's creepy, dude.
That's straight up pedophilia.
That I would not consider it pedophilia, but that could be considered sexual harassment in my books. That is
because they're much younger.
That is creepy beyond repair. What are you doing, man? Come on. Are you gonna do a stream where you play Helldivers 2 anytime? Not right now, because like I said, since one of my sticks of RAM went bad, I really can only stream stuff like this and maybe Roblox, because 8 gigabytes of RAM is barely any.
Channel has been deleted. Many of the screenshots has also been deleted.
But when I get 32 gigs of RAM soon, or a new computer, then I'll stream, and probably download Helldivers if my Steam family has it.
Given Anti-Furry's track record of calling everybody pedophile.
I don't know if this is grooming or not, because Anti-Furries are such unreliable narrators. As are furries! What are you talking about? So for making push for 4th allegations, /false.
It depends on the Anti-Furry. There's a lot of immature young members, and they can't really defend their points.
Okay.
But when you look at the educated ones, such as CEO of Trolling or Halo Guy, then they can defend what they actually believe in.
Exactly.
By what they do, with valid points.
So
it depends on who you speak to.
Right. And not only that, this right here, even under assumption this guy is a groomer, this was all handled poorly. The guy that groomed me. Hold on, let me restart on this. Let me not even say that right now. Let me restart. I'm sorry, but yes, revealing a guy's information that has a chance to blackmail you, do the same thing to you, and ruin your whole fucking life because he groomed you. What do you want them to do? You want them to call the cops on him? Because they don't know his information. What do you want them to do, huh? Nothing. Like I said, they don't want the groomers to be fucking. They don't want the groomers to be exposed because that'll make them look bad. And oh god, if a furry fandom looks bad, it's in their life.
I'm slightly hesitant to believe them on this claim, but I'm not going to outright deny it or throw it out. But for the sake of argument, let's assume that this relationship is grooming and it should be reported. It would make a lot more sense to give flack to the 17-year-old rather than the 15-year-old because throughout the entirety of this, Anti-Furries decided to send the ERP messages to Christopher Mom and Christopher Principal, portraying it as if it was the 15-year-old's fault. In any case, none of this really matters anymore since Crimson also wrote that his boyfriend got attacked and beat up at his own house, causing a strain in their
Fucking
relationship
idiot.
and being one of the factors that caused them to break up. It's also probably why Christopher had to switch schools too, because now that there's a chance he was in actual physical danger, so yeah, thanks for that, Anti-Furries. These guys
Shouldn't have VRP'd online with a 15-year-old.
Anti-Furry once again tried to catfish Crimson Fur, this time posing as her ex-boyfriend, which I can't even begin to explain how many levels of fucked up that is, considering that Anti-Furries claim that Azure is a groomer and a pedophile of sorts. But then not only pretend to be what they think is a groomer, but also try to be intimate with their opinion.
Let me read what this guy said real quick. My kids were in knowledge transfers or at least below 13. Exactly. How old is the Chevy guy? I'm between the ages of 15 and 19. There you go. You have an age gap. You're welcome. My Discord is right fucking. Wait, no, it's in the pinned links. Look above you. It's in the pinned links, bro. Damn.
Grooming victim. If it's any consolation, Christopher was able to find a relationship with a girlfriend. They're naming Ava Cat.
Oh, God.
Good news, this time it was a 16 and a 15-year-old dating, so it was only a 1-year age gap. It's perfectly fine. A boy and a girl. There should be no problem with this.
Okay, that is kind of funny. That is really funny in my opinion. Okay, I will admit. I don't hate black people, but it is kind of fucking funny. I just about stabbed myself on accident trying to fold my knife in. I just saw one of an ultra skinny guy.
Oh wait, I forgot these are the most miserable people to walk on the planet.
You are! What are you talking about, ma'am? Base messages. LGBTQ people kind of asked for it. Yep. Back when you miss a lot. Buttergoat is just fucking retarded. That's why he probably has autism with a mix of, you know, Down syndrome.
However, this all came to a stop with one specific incident. As I previously said, Christopher switched schools in an attempt to escape the harassment, but in a startling experience, as alleged by Christopher, his principal approached him in class and pulled him aside, saying that he received an anonymous parent call. The principal was told that Christopher was looking at animal porn, ERPing online, and in a bogus accusation, brought a knife to a school.
What? I don't know why they just won't leave me alone. They found my school again and they've done exactly what they did last time. My principal came to me today during class and told me that an anonymous parent call had told him.
Jokes on these people, they can't call my school because I'm fucking homeschooled.
On my Discord and reported me saying disgusting shit involving animal PR0N, ER.
And no, that doesn't mean I'm retarded.
Bringing a knife to school, which is completely bogus. A, none of that
okay,
stuff was
hold
ever
on.
said. B,
I will say, I have sympathy for people that accidentally bring knives to school, not on purpose. Accidentally. When you accidentally bring... I will admit, I accidentally brought a knife to school back in 2020. And I got suspended for 2 days for it. Because me and my brother, I've always been the same size as my bigger brother. So we had the same size coat, same color coat, and all. And I accidentally grabbed his coat. And we were outside playing with each other and playing with a knife. And I accidentally picked up his coat to go to school with. A paper towel fell out of my pocket. I was like, oh, I need to pick that up. Bent down to pick it up, and then I fell in my pocket, and I was like, oh, well, shit. Well, there we go.
Don't know anybody in my
Story
school,
time.
I just moved here recently, so I don't have beef with anybody, so nobody would falsely accuse a random new kid of stuff. C, I haven't even logged into Discord while in school or told anyone my Discord username learning my lesson about sharing my online identity.
There isn't too much I could find who actually did this anonymous call. It wasn't hyperboard.
Schools are
At this
woke.
time, his channel was taken down.
Do what?
Public schools are woke. See,
Alright.
like, gay flags everywhere. They push a political bias onto people.
Right.
Especially colleges. Colleges are very woke.
Yeah,
They
I got.
liberalify people.
I'm going to college soon too. If you had pocket knife clipped, it wasn't even. It was a really small pocket knife. I mean, well, nothing big. I couldn't even fight back then.
Before
So
this, I would honestly assume that it was Anti-Furries due to the specific accusations the principal
I'm just
was
playing
told,
with a
but
knife right now because
most
I'm
Anti-Furries
so
said
damn
it
bored.
wasn't them. I don't 100%
I'm not really
believe
bored.
them
I'm
on
just,
this,
you know,
but at this point,
ADHD is
it's
a
really up
bitch.
to your own opinion. Regardless, this is the final breaking point for Christopher, as the harassment for nearly half a year was too much. In a few messages, he's told his
Yet you're showing your Discord. Are you fucking stupid? Are you stupid?
girlfriend that he couldn't take it anymore, and his life was ruined and he had no future, going dark online and implying the worst. Now, tell me, what would be a basic response to a person that you've potentially been harassing for a few months?
Probably shouldn't have done that. That's my response.
Yeah, no, Anti-Furries basically laughed and said get owned. In fact, they took pleasure in the mere idea of Christopher killing himself. Thankfully, if anybody's worried, Christopher was reported to be not okay, but alive to say the least. Although, as of right now, he's pretty much offline for the most part. But honestly, if
I mean, I feel bad.
I really doubt that these guys would honestly care. Again, these are the guys that claim that they want to save the
By the way, sorry if I don't have much commentary. I only say things if I know it's factual.
Yeah. I like to say things, keep the viewers entertained. I'm sorry, I thought I folded my knife down and cut my thumb open. But yeah, I like to keep the viewers entertained. That's why I scream and do that kind of other stuff, because it's entertaining to watch.
They're making a great example for people.
Not very reactive.
They pretend to do this out of care and protection.
You got backlash from antis on your from your mepios. Instead of trying to take notes and try not to piss every single member of the community. Which had become the community's biggest punching bag in the entire history of Anti-Furries. Even after countless times of people calling you stupid for what you said and did, and never tried to take a moment to reflect and stop people bullying. Then after months of that, you almost offed yourself over it. Then you try to gaslight yourself that we did this to you. You're a pathetic person. I don't feel like something. Well, sad.
For children, when
very
people
sad.
Their own movement, doxed and harassed several children.
Exactly. Buttergoat is Indo.
Not only that, but I discovered there's even allegations against Anti-Furries doing the exact same thing that they blame other furries for. I will emphasize that some of these allegations, so I would advise you to remain
tell me, man. Tell me. Go ahead. Tell me. Tell me, man. Go ahead and tell me.
Skeptical, but not outright dismiss them. But, for example, remember I spoke about Halo Guy, the Anti-Furry YouTuber and the creator of the Anti-Furry Docs? Well,
yeah, that's false. That is complete. I don't know, bro. The photoshopping here is fucking terrible. I had someone do this to me actually in Red Vision. If any of you guys know Red Vision, someone got my saw a picture of me in my truck, found that picture, said it was their profile picture, and started doing weird shit, and then changed their name to my exact name, saying, "Oh, this is me." So yeah, they're fucking stupid.
Apparently in a video called Freaky Guy 07, made by a talented YouTuber, it claims that
Halo Guy ERP'd with a furry who was allegedly 16 back
False.
in 2023
False.
on end.
Sometime in the month of March 2023, screenshots of Halagio 7 began circulating on TikTok, created by a user who goes by Striker. These videos showed DMs between the apparent creator of the video and Halo Guy 07.
Now, Halo Guy did respond saying that not
False.
only were these screenshots fake, but he actually had his account hacked, showing evidence of an unknown account logged on his device. However, the video argues that Halo Guy is
Completely
lying, as
fucking
they say that
bullshit.
having your Discord account hacked isn't
It was like Aaron who did dad jokes. That Anti-Furries pretty chill. Yeah.
possible, as Discord, like other programs,
Most Anti-Furries
is
are great people.
location logged, and it can detect if you're trying to log in from another location.
Hallegy claims that his Discord was hacked, and he also had proof of this, that being a screenshot of an apparently unknown device, logged on his account. So case solved, right? Hallegy was hacked. I mean, it still doesn't explain why the compromised account was interacting with a random furry for months on end, but hey, actually I lied. You see, this is not
Possibly to make him look bad, just out of curiosity. Maybe that'd make him look bad. You maybe just put your fucking brain together.
not possible when it comes to Discord. This is because Discord is IP location lock. It can detect whether or not you are trying to log in from another location, and if it detects
I fucking hate this because like when I'm traveling, I like to log into both my accounts. I have an alt. Not gonna show it. I was just about to show it, but I'm not gonna show it. But I have an alt, and I'll log into that one while I'm going, across the country or that kind of stuff, like I did a couple weeks ago. Oh my god! Like every few minutes, you have to keep fucking verifying it.
It will send an email to verify it's actually you trying to log in, and you won't
At
be
least
let
it's
in.
good security.
Discord does this when you don't have phone authentication, which Hallegy apparently didn't have.
An alternative way that Halo Guy could have been hacked was having his Discord token stolen, a unique ID given to every user that authorized most actions on Discord. But according to the video, this would actually contradict Halo Guy's evidence, as logging on with a token would not show on the devices tab at all.
So this leaves us with the last option. You see, hackers don't log into Discord accounts using your password and email on Discord. There is an easier way, and that is by stealing your authentication token. Once you create an account on Discord, you are given a unique alphanumeric string of characters. This string acts as a key that authorizes every action you do with Discord, like loading and sending messages, for example. So if someone has your Discord token, you are kinda fucked, as they would have access to pretty much your entire account as if you were normally logged in. So now that we know this, maybe Hallegy was hacked this way, right? Wrong, because if you log in using a token, it will not show in the devices tab at all. There is literally no way to tell if someone is logged into your Discord account if they used a token unless they changed something on your account and you caught that, meaning that Hallegay's proof is literally fabricated.
This video concludes that because of this, it's more likely than not that these screenshots are true.
Nah, they're not true. I'm gonna say it right now. I actually talked to Halo Guy, if I'm correct, about this exact same thing. It's not. He showed us messages. If I'm correct with this person. It's fucking false. You're just stupid, man. If you're that stupid to believe in that bullshit, then there's no helping you.
Something that a majority of the comment section seems to agree with. Me personally, I'm not fully convinced that this is 100% true, since aside from the screenshots, I couldn't find any other leads.
Most definitely not true.
And again, Anti-Furries aren't really known for being the most...
Groom Guy 07.
So, I am 18, currently with the Minnesota National Guard.
Also, I'd like to see you trying to be a part of the fucking Minnesota National Guard, you fucking retard. Go ahead, try it.
Okay, I gotta record this real quick because I wanted to add this at the end.
Oh, nice.
I wanted to add this at the end.
Fucking porn.
Guys!
Holy shit, look at it! Furry. Furry. Or no, not furry. Furry. Holy shit!
Hyper is a furry, or at least he used to be. Long story short, he had a persona which is some cat-looking dude. It's hypocritical, obviously, but I'm not gonna really waste my time on making fun of him for that. It's whatever. Although the second more important thing
Mr. Vivio, comment.
Post on Reddit about Hyper getting pretty vulnerable.
And for on YouTube, make sure I load tag. I used to be a furry. Or, well, I used to be an actual one. And a bad one.
So, apparently he was harassed for, you guessed it, having a persona in the past.
Mike, 7 people joining voice chat? No, not right now.
You can pause and read it if you want to, but it's not really that important.
I'm not gonna read it because I don't need to.
And I'm not laughing or anything, but I'm not crying either. I mean, Hyper really only has himself to blame. He constantly surrounded himself by crappy people who witch-hunt, who basically witch-hunt kids for doing stupid yet ultimately harmless things in the past. So, surprise, surprise, anti-furries turn on him when they find out that he does a stupid yet harmless thing in the past too. And it's like, I really don't know what anti-furries are in this movement for. Like,
Cherry
I feel
picking
like
at
most
its
anti-furries,
finest.
when they're in the movement, should honestly expect this. Sure, there might be somebody in the back saying, "Oh, I haven't done anything cringe. You know, I'm safe." And it's like, dude, first of all, I doubt that. Everybody has something embarrassing about them. It only takes a matter of them to find it, really. But secondly, even if you haven't done cringe, let's say something that you're miraculously perfect, you do realize the people that you're surrounding yourself really don't give a shit about that. You know, like you already have people that dox people, hack people, make fake messages. It really takes somebody to like be petty enough, forge evidence, and gather an entire hate campaign against you because they don't like you. But back to Hyperportion's message, I just want to say that the reaction really goes to show the type of people these guys are, because it's so dumb that these guys will celebrate and mock the possibility of other people's suicide all the time and tell people to kill themselves. But the moment somebody they know feels suicidal, they expect empathy and respect. And it's like,
Vertigo, you're right, he does make him look smart. I'll be right
absolutely
back. I'm gonna
fucking
step
insane.
outside, take a piss. I'll be back
And
in
you
like
don't have to
30
cry over
seconds.
every
I'm
person
listening,
on
by the
YouTube.
way.
I'm not
So
trying
if
to
you have
say
any
that,
comments to
but
be made, you can make
really
those
shouldn't
comments.
receive any sympathy if you're acting crappy towards other people. Like, I really don't feel bad, honestly. I really don't. Especially since after this, he went on to dox Christopher and basically harass him too. So like, you know, and I'm gonna say like Christopher, I'm not gonna say like I don't really like. I don't hate him. I'm kind of like meh to him, but like, and I will say that some of the shit that he did was pretty stupid on his part. But I'm saying that, yeah, I don't think that requires doxing somebody and ruining somebody's life, which you did. You guys did ruin his life. I mean, at least for a time being, like you did. You can say like, oh well, Christopher started. Yeah, no. You know, you doxed a 15-year-old to people who openly want to kill furries, pretty much. Yeah, that's on you. Sorry. Yeah, no. Sorry, that's on you, pretty much. So.
I'm back.
Anyways,
I guess
aside from
having
Future
just
Brother
a
Al,
meh on a guy that
Future Brother Al,
groomed a
yeah.
fucking minor. Oh yes, meh, he should be
Alright,
fine.
this section is going to be a short one because I really just don't like this guy and I don't want to waste my breath on him.
Why don't you take off that ridiculous outfit?
Anton Drakov, he's fucking retarded.
That's my eyes. Not that.
But Anton Drakov is stupid. Dun 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 dun.
Okay. Yeah,
If I end up debating him, it'll probably be a two-person debate.
I ramble and talk and stutter over myself whenever I do this unedited, so here I go. So here's the thing about the anti-furry dogs. I actually have two versions of them, an older one and a newer one that they updated. So I'm gonna actually use that to compare some things and like see if there's like, because I noticed when I was looking at it originally, I noticed that they changed some things between the documents that I want to point out. Okay, and so I should probably clarify some things. I'm not going to cover every single thing in the anti-furry docs for two reasons. One is some of the things I kind of took over and it's not really important.
I'm gonna fucking adjust my chair.
Specifically, history of anti-furries, history of furries. It's not really important to go over. There's like other videos for that. I'm not gonna
Good luck.
waste that time. And two, specifically these smaller sections. Here we go, noteworthy incidents. That's the ones that I'm not going to really cover too much because it's like, here's the thing, for the majority of these are like...
You don't want to cover it because you know it'll...
Like especially with
Hold on now, let's go over this. You don't want to cover it because you know it's going to show how bad furries are.
He only wants to cover information that makes the anti-furries look bad.
Exactly.
The zoo status, because yeah, they're gonna use that. It's like, I don't understand, maybe you'd have a point if like several furries supported that, but
they did.
It kind of falls flat when you realize that nobody, I don't think anybody likes them, really. So, I'm gonna ignore that pretty much. Not ignore it, but I'm gonna just skip over it. If there's like something I want to point out, then like maybe I'll probably, you know, talk about it, but again, it's not really anything. Okay, so let's go over like, so here's anti-furries. We don't need to go over the history, it's pretty redundant. Nazi anti-furries, I kind of went over it, but again, I don't really think this data is like super trustworthy because it's only 100, and you just search in anti-furries. There's like a bunch of other anti-furries that don't call themselves anti-furries in their username. Like, literally the entire people that I talked about didn't really have anti-furry in their name. The flag looks like a Nazi flag. Yeah, I already discussed it. It kind of does. I'm going to be honest with you. But, like, even without the
Antifa.
flag, it's...
Antifa.
Antifa has the same color scheme.
Exactly.
Same color scheme.
Flag represents other
Just without the red line
But the
in the middle.
anti-furry flag looks like the neo-Nazi flag. According to the Internet Archive, Joseph Scarnov, the supposed creator of the flag, was not a neo-Nazi or had intentions to base the flag on the neo-Nazi Black Sun flag. The only reference to neo-Nazi ESC behavior amongst Joseph was his statement on how the movement accepts any political affiliation, on which he states,
If my supper's ready, I'll get back to streaming this either later tonight or tomorrow, by the way, you
It
guys.
just matters that we all come together and try to end the furry fandom once and for all. This statement promotes the stance that Joseph was not associating with politics or political affiliation, and simply welcomed whoever was willing to join the cause.
Affiliation, simply welcome whoever was willing to join the cause. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's like, again, I don't really like getting, you know, political and everything, but like, just from a, whatever word you want to use, they don't accept like Democrats, blues, lefts.
We do? What are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? There's like 3 in my server. What?
Liberals.
Excuse me.
It's not that we don't accept them, it's that they don't join.
Exactly, there's just very few.
The right wing.
Right.
Sergeant Grind, that's what I want to talk about. Sergeant Grind. Sergeant Grindstone. So apparently he stopped, actually, this year, like June 24th. Which I'm glad he went away from the anti-furry scene. It's like, because again, I don't think the anti-furry scene is like a good.
So he's not an anti-furry.
Oh,
Point.
okay. He left the
point proven.
He left the YouTube community post. That's good.
Hello everyone, something important that needs to be said. After some consideration and thought, I have decided to no longer participate or associate in the anti-furry community. I am retiring. I've reached a point in my life where all this just can't play a role in my life anymore, and that being in some online place that constantly brings up drama hinders so much of what I really like to do. Every day I always fear that whatever I do online will desensitize me to what I love to do outside of here, like drawing, creating, and spending time with others 100%. I'm tired of sacrificing some of that to put it into here. I've grown tired of niche drama as I only want to use the internet for minimal uses and for fun, rather than some battlefield. I don't want to live a life knowing that there are dangerous people who will attack and ruin anyone for any reason, stressful people giving me a hard time, and that I'm always worrying about what to do next. I can't let it control me anymore. I need to prioritize on myself, my true identity outside of here. I never wished to be internet famous in the first place. I want to be known as something else than here, in this hellish corner of the internet.
From what I can tell, he basically left the anti-furry movement because it was toxic and like constant drama. Which, yeah, that's kind of what I covered over. It seems like at this point, maybe earlier, but it seems like this point I'm kind of seeing a shift in the anti-furry movement where like they're constantly.
Any movement you join, there will always be drama.
Exactly.
That's why you join. You want to fix a problem that exists.
Hey, Constance, your DMs.
Borderline illegal content. Age verification for explicitly material. That violates our.
Just a tip: if you don't want drama in your life, just don't be political. Don't involve yourself into politics or situations that you might not understand. But if you do understand a problem, then of course do join a movement.
And you know, E620.
Just make sure that problem is actually valid.
It's like a straw man.
Right. Damn. Okay, now let's go. Let me explain this. Also, Constance, check your DMs. But E621 is the second most popular furry website, right behind Furfindi. Furfindi has pornography, some, in it. And E621 is a pornography-focused site with zoophilia in it, bestiality, same thing, zoophilia, pedophilia. It has feral, which is zoophilia, and a bunch of other things. It has millions and millions and millions and millions of porn, and it is not restricted in most states. most states don't require you to use ID verification. Like a very popular site that has yellow and black in it, they actually have ID verification in states like North Carolina, Virginia, Florida, Georgia, Texas, and some others. Yeah, E61 mostly doesn't have that. Hold on, responding to something real quick. Alright. But I think I'm gonna make this a 2-part series because mainly this is just
You want to do the next hour tomorrow?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
We're gonna make this a 2-part.
I can join tomorrow.
Alright.
You want to make a GC with like audience can join if they want, join the call?
Yeah, sure. We can do that in my Discord server. I got a stage for it. It's a debating stage still.
To join.
Yeah.
So I think it would be great if we could interact with our audience more.
Yeah, of course.
That way we can spark more conversation and more responses.
Right. Don't forget, by the way, guys, Consys has his own site. Go check out that site. Consys, if you'd like to post to that site, go ahead and post it. Don't forget, if you guys are devout anti-furries or devout anti-degenerate, don't forget to contact Consys and maybe join the movement. Very good dude, Christian. I'm Christian. We hold up Christian values. But we'll do another one of these tomorrow. Finish it up and go over it, give some baseline points and that kind of stuff. And then maybe we'll tell you guys why we're anti-furries, or well, I'm not one anymore, but why I was and why I still sympathize with them. However, I will be going to eat supper, and but thank you everyone for tuning in for tonight's stream. I will try to stream tomorrow. If Consys is not able to make it, then then I'll finish it up by myself.
Be able to join.
I hope so. It'll be very good.
Thanks for letting me participate in the stream. This is my first time streaming.
Yeah.
Being a part of a stream, so I apologize if I was quiet for a lot of the points, but I said what needs to be said.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course, man. It was an honor. It's an honor.
I'll probably be able to come tomorrow.
Alright. Well, guys, I'm going to end off the stream here. Make sure to check in tomorrow for the second part of it. You guys have a lovely night.